Hi, it's Ronnie and welcome to my channel. And I'm going to call this Mini Monday Makes or Makeover. And the reason I'm calling it that is because I'm going to make something else to go on this layout. The cake, the cupcake, the K fell off. And I seen it in the bottom of the box. One of those kit boxes, you know, shaped like a pizza box. And so I had to come in here and make sure I put glue under all of these. And while I was doing that, I realized that her cupcake, how in the world I missed that when I did the layout, I don't know. But her cupcake is Cookie Monster. So I decided to make a Cookie Monster to go on it. And that's why I'm calling it Makes or Makeover. Because I'm going to make it to go on here. And it will end up making the layout over. But, you know, it could just be a make too. Because it'd be great to use on a birthday card. So I am making the Cookie Monster, and I'm using my scallop punch. Well, not that one, this one, because it has a lot more tinier scallops, and I'm going to need 2 of those. I have made Cookie Monster before, but guess what? It was an addition to, well, it was an addition, but it was in my pocket page. So I did notice it after I finished the pocket page, but neither one was on video anyway. But I'm going to also do, I think I'm doing, no, just 2's all I need, I think that's it. We'll try 2, and if I need another one, we'll get it. And I am going to need half of this. That's what it was. And just kind of guess at the half. And I thought this was a really good color for Cookie Monster because it matches really good for the icing. Okay, I am going to ink this. This is Ocean from Close to My Heart, and I'm just going to ink around the edges of both of these. And I'll ink on that one when I need it. And I'm going to make him a couple of eyeballs, and I don't guess I got the white. Let me get a piece of white. Don't need a very big one. And I'm going to make, well, that looks a little bit too big, I think. I'm going to get 1/2 inch. This was 3/4 inch. I think 1/2 inch will do better. That's a 3/8. I brought it just in case since I was here. I thought I might actually do part of the eye with it, but I don't think I will. And I'm going to do 2 of these. And they're the eyes. And I want to kind of match them. And he's going to be looking down. Looks a little cross-eyed there. There we go. And I'm going to need a mouth. And I'm going to do 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. This is a 1-inch punch. And is it wide enough? Yeah, it's wide enough. But 1/2 of a circle, not 1/2 inch. Okay, and this one I'm just going to cut in half. Okay. I'm going to add a couple of leaves right here because I want his head to come up. And one of these is going to go right like this, and the other one something like that. So I need to make the hands. And I'm going to use, since I used the 1 inch on the mouth, I thought I'd go 1 inch on the hand. And I'm just making sure I catch 3 of the scallops. And hope they're about the same size. Just so they're close. And they are close. And I'm going to ink them also. And this needs trimmed a wee bit. They almost always do. Because I can't get it quite right. And just the edges. Okay. And I'm going to make a cookie. I thought I'd make it the 1 inch like the hands. And I'm going to take this punch, the one with the smaller scallops, and I need a post-it note, and lay it just like right on there. I'm going to put it on the end so that I can use this for another one too sometime or another, and just slide it in and just cut a little bit off like it took a bite out of it. And you save this too. Guess what? I didn't put the sponge on this one. And I've got ink on my hands because I have done a few other things, in case y'all haven't noticed. And I am going to ink this pretty good because this is the crumbs for his mouth. I'm going to just kind of cut them off, and guess what? I think I'll probably ink on some more because that looks like it might need it. And not much more. And then it needs some chocolate chips. So I've got a brown here and the smaller punch because I want small chocolate chips. Add me some glue right here. And pull out my cookie. And oh, I haven't never inked the rest of it. Let me ink the rest of it. And I'm using Vintage Photo for that. And then you just pick up these little tiny pieces and hopefully kind of sort of randomly put them on your cookie. And this chocolate chip's gonna be loaded. And I might need a couple more. Okay, so we got his hand here. So I'm going to put this together. Maybe I'll put my highlights on first, or at least some of them. Okay, I'm going to go right around the edge here, one long and a couple short, to his eye, and I'm just going to make like a little semicircle. And on his mouth, I'm going to go, and then a couple little dashes there, and on his hand, and this one's going to be the one that is on his right side, and this one will be the one holding the cookie, so it'll go up like this, and I'm going to get all three of them, and I'm going to go like that on that one, and this one's going to go straight down. This one's going to go over just a little. Put his head on there. Kind of tilt it just a little bit. And this is the hand holding the cookie, so I'm going to add it first. And just about like that. And the foam tape. And I'm going to put it up here around his mouth. Like that. So I need to move this up a little. And it's alright if there's a gap there, because it's going to be covered with the hand. And put that there. And then this one needs to be cut down just a little more. And it's going to go like this on the ice cream. Now we need to add our little teeny tiny pieces of cookie in his mouth. I'm just going to do them one at a time. You know, Cookie Monster eats with his mouth open sometimes. Well, all the time. He is a Muppet. Kind of hard to close his mouth when he eats cookies. And I dropped it. And since that one's going that way, I think I'll move this one just like that. Give that little bit of glue. And then one more piece. And that's my mini Monday makeover. And added a Cookie Monster to my layout. I will leave a link below for this. I'll leave it at the end, and I'll try to remember to leave it below too, at the end of the video where you can just click on it. But I'll try to remember it at the on the description thing too. For this layout, I don't know if I said that. I think I got sidetracked while I was doing it. But yeah, I had the Cookie Monster for the makeover. So I decided to do a makeover of the makeover. I'm going to do the Cookie Monster, part of him again. Not all of him, but part of him. I took his eyes and his mouth off, and I inked another one of the scallops to put in that spot right there. And I'm going to slide it underneath the cookie. There is a little foam tape that I had to maneuver, but I'm sliding him under. And then I am going to put his eyes back on. And this time the eyes are going to have a black ring around the outside. And I'm using a 5/8 inch punch for it. The white part is still a 1/2 inch. And then the little round black pieces are 1/4 inch. And my plan was to move them up because I got to thinking his eyes were similar to Elmo's. They needed to go up higher. And look at me, I'm putting them on right in the same place. But I also got to thinking that every time Cookie Monster gets a cookie, he kind of goes crazy and gets all excited and his eyes go every direction. So I decided he needed to do that on my layout too. But once I move the eyes up, I think, oh my goodness, his mouth just looks too little. His mouth is usually wide open, showing cookie crumbs. And I'm going to do the mouth over again. So that means I'm going to have to cut a cookie, because I did try to take those little pieces off, and they weren't cooperating. It was kind of falling apart instead. So I am using the same craft paper, and I am going to cut it like he ate a bite out of the cookie like it is on the other one, and ink it a little bit and put that on there. But I wanted to mention the reason I decided to do a voiceover for this little bit is because my video was like 28 minutes long. I need to cut it down a little bit. So yeah, I am doing a voiceover, and I can remember to talk when that's all I'm doing. But if I'm creating, I'm so used to creating along that I forget to talk. And so I am so sorry about the empty spots in the video where I am not talking. But I think all I have left to do for this layout is the white accents with the gel pen. And I'll be done again. And I think I'm going to leave it this time. But yeah. So every now and then, maybe on a Monday, I'll do a Monday make or makeover. Because I thought, well, I might as well show this since I did do something else different with this layout. But I will leave the original video down there below in case you haven't seen it. And the links for that. But if you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you that already are, thank you so much. And thank you so much for the comments that you leave. And this is my monkey. My monster is coming up soon. Yeah, Cookie Monster ought to be here any second. I thought I'd put both those close-ups at the end. But yeah, there's the Cookie Monster with his cookie. Chocolate chip, of course. I believe that one's his favorite. And yeah, just if you don't have a scallop, you can make scallop edges. I've done it before. Make a circle with something and then just kind of go along the edge of that, making your scallops. That way they end up more round that way. But that's it. That's my layout. Thank you so much for watching, and have a happy scrappy week. Bye.